Hi, my name is Jack Johnson, and I'm just wondering how many of you knew that the executive secretary was a position before people started campaigning last week? Here's another question. How many of you actually know what SGA does? Now, I've been asking those questions as I go campaign for this last week, and the typical response I get is, what does SGA even stand for? And that's totally fine. Hell, that was my response before I joined the organization. So let me give you just a little bit of information. The Student Government Association has a budget of almost $1 million. They're responsible for giving input on everything from graduation requirements to the funding of every organization you're a part of. SGA has the possibility to be a powerful movement for good in your life, but you just have to have the right people involved with it. Now, another thing about SGA is everyone running right now is running for a full-time job. We're campaigning for your acceptance. This is an application right now. And so with that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the position I'm running for, why I think I'm the best person for it, and what I plan to do if elected. So let's start with the first part. Executive Secretary. He or she is responsible for all school spirit initiatives on this campus. And that means everything from the Elon Ball to homecoming to all of the different sports games that SGA is involved in. And for those that went to the Elon Ball last week, you know it was amazing. It was spectacular. But we don't have amazing events like that without strong leadership from people that can execute. And you might be wondering, am I that guy? Can I do that? The reason why I believe I can is because of my experience. I am far, far, far too well acquainted with the red tape and bureaucracy at Elon University and in the Student Government Association. But with that experience, I also know how to get around it, how to get around that red tape. Through my positions as senator for the School of Arts and Sciences, academic liaison or head of all academic affairs for your student body, and as chief of staff for the Student Government Association, I've worked on everything from setting up football tailgates to making orientation more inclusive for international students, making sure we have regular meetings with the academic leaders of this university, like the provost, like the deans of our schools, and making sure that your voice was heard in the selection of our president-elect, Connie Book. I tell you that because I know how to get around that red tape. I know how to make sure SGA is working for you. And so if elected, my goals are pretty simple. I want to do practical things that build connections and links between our student body, build those links within our community. So the first thing is I'm going to keep enhancing the Elon Ball and homecoming. Now, again, I said how incredible this last Elon Ball was, but it only got that way from hours and hours of planning, from people that were dedicated, people that cared. And after working closely with the leadership from this year's ball, I want to continue that on through next one with homecoming too. And the second thing is making sure that we bring in more groups into the creation of school spirit, to the creation of Phoenix Pride. So often different groups are kept out through our mass marketing campaigns, but when you join, I don't know, an honor society, a Greek organization, or even a political group, you're joining because you have enthusiasm for that, you have passion. And what I want to do is catalyze that energy for Phoenix Pride. When you get people from different parts of the community together, you build links that otherwise would never exist. And so finally, I want to make sure our athletic events and all the festivities around them are the primary social activities of our university. And I'm willing to go to any length to make that happen, whether that be making sure we have the maximum number of student seats at our brand new Schar Center, whether that be upping the budget for our Phoenix Fanatics, for our One Phoenix Committee, for all school spirit organizations on this campus. Or even if that means talking to the police department and figuring out what the laws around alcohol are at tailgates. Those are practical things I want to do for you. And so if there's one thing you take away from my speech or any of the other campaigns going on right now, it's that SGA can be a force for good. You have to have the right people on it, though. And so when you go to vote on Phoenix Connect this week, on Monday and Tuesday, think about what you want in a strong executive secretary. Vote for experience. Vote for expertise. And vote Jack Johnson. Thank you very much, and have a good day.